I have a simple question that no one seems able to answer. Some won't answer. Where is the money? Hi, my name is Jo Roderick, and while I'm not an economist, I take a passing interest in world affairs. In this first part of the Money series, I'm looking at the question that doesn't seem to bother enough people. I've been asking this for decades. Until the cryptocurrency and blockchain movement, it remained unanswered. I'm a practical black and white sort of human. The shenanigans of world affairs, and more importantly the World Bank, make no sense to me. Central banks also defy all logic. They are like rubber bands, pliant and stretchy until you miss a payment. We are told not to worry about these things and then patted on the head as if we were children. While some might be sheeple, we are not kids. We are adults and we need to be present and accountable. I might be a tad dyslexic, but I can do basic maths, and something definitely does not add up. We need to take heed or we will be the sole recipients of the challenges up ahead. It's not way off in the distant future because the mess has arrived. The trouble caused by those in power will have to be dealt with by us, the little people. I'll break it down into simple, easy to understand basics. If you have more of an outlay of funds than you have income, you are in the red zone. We call this debt. Simple, right? We are told not to live beyond our means. Stop shopping until you drop. Put your hard-earned cash into the bank. That wasn't too hard to grasp. What baffles me is how an entire country ends up in debt. Seriously, exactly how does a country go bang? Oh dear, so sorry, but we can't pay you. How does it happen? The common folk pay tax, they buy things, there's trade happening, and well, the rest is dull. We could simply write it off against the fact that a particular country has gone on a shopping spree and has earned enough to pay the bills. Actually, this is pretty much what happens. The country defaults on its payments and sinks into greater debt. Okay, we understand that much. Going back to my buying and selling model, country A has spent a fortune on country B's products. As a result, country A is now bankrupt. With this simple equation, we expect that country B holds all the cash. This is where things become a little grey, and I don't like grey. It's an excuse to hide the truth. The trouble is that when we peer into country B's coffers, we see that Mr. Moneybags is also broke, or only just breaking even. Almost all countries are now in debt. How on earth can that be? Where is the cash? If money has been earned and spent, then someone must hold all the zeros. Yet everyone is broke and piling up the debt. From individuals to entire countries, the world is bankrupt. Is the World Bank holding the cash? Are they holding us hostage? Where does the World Bank get all its money? After all, they willy-nilly give out loans to all sorts of nations. Perhaps closer to the truth is that the governments are simply printing out banknotes by the dozen. If you and I print up a few crispy new banknotes, it's called counterfeiting. When the central banks do this, however, it's okay. It's to help the economy. Sure, weakening the value of a fiat country is always a great way to fix financial challenges, almost as effective as sweeping the dirt right under the rug. Government expenditure has grown at an alarming exponential rate, resulting in an ever-increasing fiscal demand. Somehow, these bills must be paid. Public officials don't work for free, so a few extra banknotes are slipped into the system to pay them. No one will ever notice, right? Bribery and corruption swiftly takes care of the balance of the tax money not already squandered. Uncle Bob from Zimbabwe is the most renowned example of how you cannot just keep printing money to pay the bills. The Zimbabwean dollar is now literally worth less than the paper it's printed on. It's so bad that Mugabe is encouraging everyone to use South African rands. I think he missed the memo informing everyone of how weak our currency is. Over time, while we sat by and tut-tutted, we have become ensnared in this dreadful web of deceit and subordination. Now we are subjected to this financial mess. Don't despair, because it's up to us to change its trajectory. Let's face it, government has created the problem and they are yet to fix it. We will have to repair what the authorities have broken. In the next segment, I am going to be discussing the modern version of slavery. Yes folks, it's alive and very well. You can set yourself free once you recognize it. Subscribe now and get future updates to this monetary mini-series. If you enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up. Do you have any questions or want to contribute to the discussion? Please do leave a comment below.